The room starts out big and gets smaller and smaller and smaller till at the end the room is sort of me. I'm exaggerating, but me and just a few key people. We have scheduling meetings throughout the year. We know where our strengths are and where our weaknesses are going into the season. Fortunately, we've had more pleasant surprises than bad surprises. So we know, like right now, it's the end of December. We know where our definites are today, where our maybes are today, and where our not coming backs are today. Once again, the good news is there are very, very few that are already not coming back. We have very few open time periods, and the good news about having maybes is you have a certain bar set, and shows got to go beyond the bar. Anyway, we've screened all the pilots. We've looked at testing before we get into those rooms. And we have generally an idea of which shows probably are going to get on the schedule. And, I keep scheduling boards in both cities right in front of me. So I'm scheduling all the time. I'm keeping that in mind as we're picking up shows. But you go into the meetings, and every division, every part of the CBS network has a say about what they think would do better. The research guys have one point of view because they have the shows that tested higher. The sales guys would always prefer more comedy. They can get, generally speaking, more money for comedies than dramas, and also, they're the ones that would opt for a slightly younger demographic, the sales guys.
Comedies sell higher because they repeat better?
It's partially they repeat better. It's partially their CPMs are slightly higher than dramas. A schedule that, comedy is also a scarcity right now. So you can get higher dollar amounts for the same number as that, and that's important to it. Then you get affiliate relations. Then you get promo guys. And everybody has different points of view, but you discover through this process that there are certain common themes about which shows everybody really wants on the schedule. There are certain things that become obvious. In other words, if you have a great time period and a great drama that just fits, so you take in a lot of things into consideration. A, does this fit with the show going before it? Although that may become less relevant as time goes on and people are jumping around more. But I still think it's important from a promotional point of view that the show that follows Criminal Minds is CSI New York, and they go together. There's a certain similarity. You like one, you'll probably like the other. So there gets to be, sort of a, you hone in on different things, and usually it doesn't take all that long. After usually a day and a half, you're usually down to like 2 choices for one time period and 2 choices for another, and that's really it. And everything else is really pretty well done fairly early on.
Knowing you as a competitor, as much as you are, how much do you consider the schedules of the other guys?
When I first got here, a lot. Because we were in last place, we had to be the counterpuncher. The other 2 guys had comedies, we had to go for drama. If the other 2 guys had this, we went a different way. In other words, when you're going up against a really strong show on another network, you should zag when they're zigging, So there was a lot more of that. Now that we have had a great deal of success, we worry about them less and less. Obviously, the monster hits you keep an eye on. You know how big American Idol's going to be. So you think, okay, fortunately, NCIS has done remarkably well against it. It's a very different audience, and we've done well there, But we put Criminal Minds last year up against Lost, which was a monster hit. It was a different sort of drama. And the good news this year, in viewers at least, Criminal Minds was beating it. It was a big swing going this way, and they just moved Lost to 10 o'clock, and Criminal Minds is, has become an established hit. So rarely do you look at the other guy's schedule and say, gee, I shouldn't go there. Because they have that territory mapped out. I think it's very interesting this year also, and I don't think we've ever seen this before, that the number 1 and the number 2 shows in the country are against each other, with Grey's Anatomy and CSI in the same time period, which is pretty unusual. So, so there are a number of factors that go into consideration of how you put your schedule together. But you know what? by the time you're ready to announce it, everybody's feeling good and everybody's really secure that we've put the best team on the field.